Endurogirl here. I got a request to review some packs, but packs are very specific to each person, so instead of reviewing a certain kind of pack, I want to just give you some tips on buying a pack. I've been through probably about 10 packs in the last decade, bought and sold. And being a smaller framed woman, I'm 5'2", very small framed, I find that it's been really hard for me to find a pack to fit me. I have two different packs that I use. One is a very small Nathan pack, and you can't get this particular one anymore. But what's great about it is that it has a pretty small profile. And so it's really good for running, and also I use this when I'm just mountain biking, up to like a 6-hour race. I can use, actually I used this for a 12-hour too. But what I really like about this pack is that it has pockets in the front, and that's one thing that you want to look for. Some packs will have pockets here, or they'll have pockets where they come around the waist, but you want to find some kind of pocket in the front. Otherwise, you're always going to have to be taking off your pack to get to whatever you need. But think about what you're going to be putting in your pack too, and what kind of pockets you need in the front. I can stick my cell phone in here. I can stick goos and a bar on this side, so think about that as well. You also want to make sure that there's some kind of zipper compartment on the outside, so that you're not putting everything in with your bladder, because if your bladder's cold and it gets, it's wet, and you don't want everything getting soaked. Another pack that I use, this is on my fave list, is the Osprey pack. I use this for adventure racing, and that because I need to put a lot more in it, and also when you're doing 24 hours or more of a race, you need to put a lot of things in. So one thing about a pack, that if you're going to be running with it, you want to make sure that you can adjust the top, and also that it has something to go around your bottom, around the waist. And when you try on a pack in the store, take your bladder, your hydration bladder, with you, filled with water, and try it in each of them and make sure that they fit appropriately. Also, when you're trying them on, it's really a good idea if you take your bike with you and put the water or put some kind of weight in the pack, and then get on your bike and ride it around the lot. One thing I found with a couple of my packs that I quickly sold after I bought them was that when I would ride, I would be fine. But when I would stand up, the pack would rise up a little bit and it would hit my helmet, and it drove me crazy. And so, while the pack was great for hiking and running, I couldn't stand to ride in it. And when you're paying $100 or more for a pack, you want to use it for everything. This is the Osprey pack, and what's great about it, and I am gonna kind of review this pack because it is still available, is that it has these great side pockets that you can put a phone. I have some goo chomps in there, and it's adjustable waist. I can also put gels in here, and I usually keep chapstick or something in there as well. So then it has these that I've actually stuck water bottles here. I have threaded my wet socks through here so that they'll dry while I'm running. So this pack has a lot of features that's really good for adventure racing. It also has a little whistle, which is always required gear. The other thing is, another great feature about this pack is that it has pockets here that I can actually reach into. Not everybody would have the flexibility to reach into it, but it has the pockets here, and then this is really great for your helmet or also shoes, and I've used both. Now I'm smaller, so it was easy for me to put my shoes in here, but you might not be able to put your shoes in, but it's definitely a good feature. You can put clothes in there if you need to. It has the zipper pocket on the outside, which is nice. Again, you can separate however you need to. I usually keep my food in here. That way I can have a teammate grab my food. On the inside, it's pretty deep. You have your pocket, another pocket on the inside, and then the hydration pack goes in its own separate compartment. So all of these things are really important to think about when you're going to buy a pack. How are you going to use it? What are you going to need to access? Are you going to need to access something while you're riding or running? I don't like to stop, ever. Unless I absolutely have to. So, you know, if I'm just stopping and I have to take off my pack to get to something, you know, that might be an issue. For me, maybe not for you. Maybe for you it's a good excuse to take a break. But I highly recommend, if you're a smaller woman, to try on the pack that you buy. If you buy it online, you know, make sure that you can return it, because you want to make sure that it's not too long, it's not going to hit your head, it's not going to be down here, you know, it's got to fit you correctly. So those are my tips for buying a pack, and if you have your own tips, feel free to leave them in the comment section.